Sometimes it feels like your marketing is always running on a high-speed treadmill. You're producing more content than ever, sending more emails than last year, and jumping on every new social media trend. Yet, despite the sweat and the data, the needle barely moves. Why does it feel like you are working harder just to stay in the same place? The truth is that the traditional marketing funnel, the one where you pour leads in the top and hope a few customers drop out the bottom, is breaking. It is linear, it is leaky, and in an era of rapid AI evolution, it's becoming obsolete. Forward-thinking brands are moving away from the leaky bucket and toward a self-sustaining cycle, the flywheel. But even a flywheel needs a motor to keep it spinning without constant manual effort. Stop hiring creatives and start hiring mechanics. In an AI loop, your human intuition is just expensive, unscalable friction. Enter the world of autonomous AI. We aren't just talking about chatbots that give canned answers or tools that help you write a catchy headline. We are talking about agentic AI, autonomous digital teammates that can research, reason, and execute tasks within a strategic framework. When you combine these Breeze agents from HubSpot with a loop marketing methodology, you don't just get a faster process, you get an AI-powered flywheel that gains momentum on its own. But can an AI agent really manage the nuance of a buyer's journey? How do we move from simple generative AI to a fully autonomous system that predicts pipeline instead of just generating noise? Let's dive into the data-driven reality of AI in marketing. Understanding loop marketing beyond the linear funnel. Before we can talk about the motor, AI, we have to understand the machine, the strategy. Loop marketing is a subtopic of modern growth strategy that moves away from the one-and-done nature of traditional lead generation. In a linear funnel, the relationship often ends, or at least cools significantly, once a sale is made. In loop marketing, every customer interaction is designed to feed back into the system to attract the next customer. Think of it as a continuous cycle of attract, engage, and delight. The loop occurs when your delighted customers become your best advocates, effectively doing the attracting for you. However, there is a major hurdle: friction. Friction happens when data is siloed, when marketing doesn't talk to sales, or when a customer has to wait 6 hours for a support response. To remove this friction, you need more than just a philosophy. You need a technical architecture that supports constant motion. This is where AI in marketing shifts from being a nice-to-have tool to being the essential lubricant of the flywheel. According to recent industry reports, nearly 70% of marketing leaders believe that agentic AI will be transformative for the industry, yet many still struggle with how to apply it effectively. The loop marketing methodology provides the structure. It tells the AI exactly where to focus so that every automated action serves a long-term goal rather than a short-term metric. Meet your new digital teammates, HubSpot Breeze agents. If loop marketing is the strategy, then Breeze agents are the execution engine. For years, we have used generative AI to draft documents or create images, but generative AI still requires a human to do the heavy lifting of prompting, editing, and moving data from point A to point B. Autonomous AI agents are different. They are designed to operate with a degree of independence. They don't just suggest a social media post. They can identify the best time to post, find the right audience, and even adjust the strategy based on real-time engagement data. In the HubSpot ecosystem, these agents are integrated directly into the CRM, giving them access to your most important asset, your first-party customer data. The impact of this integration is significant. Data shows that AI agents are estimated to cut manual work and operational costs by at least 30% at the end of 2025. By offloading the repetitive drudge work to Breeze agents, marketing teams can finally step back and focus on the high-level creative strategy that humans do best. Let's look at how these agents function across the different phases of the loop marketing cycle. Phase 1. Attracting with precision, content and social agents. Attract phase is usually where the most friction occurs. Marketing teams are often stuck in a cycle of content for the sake of content. You need a blog post, 3 LinkedIn updates, a newsletter, and an Instagram story every week. It is exhausting. The Breeze content agent changes this dynamic. Instead of starting from a blank page, the content agent uses your existing high-performing data to generate high-quality drafts that are already aligned with your brand voice and SEO goals. But the real loop magic happens with content remix. Imagine you write one deep dive pillar page about AI in marketing. In the past, you would have had to manually spend hours turning that one post into 10 different social snippets. With the Breeze Social Agent and Content Remix, that pillar page is automatically transformed into a multi-channel campaign. It creates LinkedIn posts, X threads, and email blurbs instantly. Is this effective? Early adopters of HubSpot's AI-powered tools report seeing 129% more leads and closing 36% more deals after just 1 year of use. This isn't just because they are producing more content. It's because they are producing smarter content that stays in front of the right people without draining the team's energy. The goal here is to use AI to find the intent behind the search. Instead of just stuffing keywords into a paragraph, the AI analyzes what your prospects are actually looking for and helps you create the answer. This is the essence of being inquisitive and informative. You aren't just shouting into the void, you are answering the questions your customers are actually asking. Phase 2. Engaging at scale, prospecting and data agents. Once you have attracted an audience, the next step in the loop marketing cycle is to engage. This is where the traditional marketing qualified lead, MQL, often goes to die. We've all seen it. Marketing generates a lead, sends it to sales, and sales ignores it because the lead isn't actually ready to buy. The Breeze prospecting agent is designed to end the MQL era by predicting the pipeline instead of just counting clicks. This agent doesn't just send a generic, just checking in email. It acts like a high-level sales assistant. It researches the prospect's LinkedIn profile, looks for recent news about their company, checks their past interactions with your website, and then drafts a hyper-personalized outreach message. But for a prospecting agent to work, it needs clean data. This is where the Breeze data agent comes in. One of the biggest friction points in any flywheel is dirty data, duplicate contacts, outdated job titles, or missing email addresses. The data agent runs silently in the background of your CRM, cleaning and enriching your database in real time. When your data is clean and your outreach is personalized, the loop stays tight. The engagement feels human and helpful, rather than automated and annoying. For example, users of these tools have reported remarkable impacts on their sales performance and forecasting accuracy within just 1 week of implementation. Think about the time saved. Instead of a sales rep spending 4 hours a day researching prospects, they spend 30 minutes reviewing the highly personalized drafts created by their prospecting agent. This allows them to focus on the actual conversation, the human connection that closes the deal. Phase 3. Delighting and retaining the customer agent. The delight phase is often the most overlooked part of the marketing flywheel. Many companies treat customer support as a cost center, something to be minimized. But in loop marketing, support is a growth engine. A customer who has a seamless, fast, and helpful experience is far more likely to refer your business to others, feeding the attract phase all over again. The Breeze Customer Agent is a 24/7 engagement tool that does far more than a basic chatbot. It uses your entire knowledge base, past ticket history, and documentation to provide actual solutions. It doesn't just point people to a link, it explains the answer. Consider the case of Kaplan Early Learning. By implementing the Breeze Customer Agent, they were able to support 37% of 1,800 chat requests without any human intervention. This isn't about replacing humans. It's about freeing them up. When the AI handles routine questions like, how do I reset my password? Or what is your shipping policy? Your human support team can spend their time on complex issues that require empathy and creative problem solving. This is the AI-powered flywheel in action. By reducing the volume of support tickets, you reduce friction. By providing instant answers, you increase customer delight. Happy customers become advocates, and the loop spins faster and faster. The rise of the AI orchestrator roles within marketing and sales departments are shifting. We are seeing the rise of a new type of professional, the AI orchestrator. In the past, a marketing manager might have spent their day managing a team of writers and social media coordinators. In the near future, that same manager will act as an orchestrator for a fleet of AI agents. Their job won't be to do the work, but to ensure the work aligns with the overall loop marketing strategy. This shift is central to the future of RevOps, revenue operations. For a flywheel to spin truly efficiently, every department, marketing, sales, and service, must be aligned. The AI orchestrator uses Breeze agents to ensure that data flows seamlessly between these departments. Marketing uses the content agent to attract leads. Sales uses the prospecting agent to engage those leads. Service uses the customer agent to delight those leads once they become customers. RevOps uses the data agent to make sure all three departments are looking at the same accurate picture. This is why the AI orchestrator role is becoming so vital. Without someone to oversee the loop, you just have a collection of disconnected AI tools. With an orchestrator, you have a unified growth machine. Why autonomous is the only way forward. You might be wondering, do I really need autonomous agents? Can't I just keep using ChatGPT to help me write emails? The answer lies in the scale of modern business. The volume of data and the speed of customer expectations have surpassed what human teams can handle alone. If a prospect visits your site at 2 a.m., they don't want to wait until 9 a.m. for a response. They want an answer now. If you have 10,000 leads in your database, your sales team cannot possibly research every single one of them with the depth required for true personalization. Autonomous AI agents are the only way to maintain a human feel at a machine scale. They allow you to be direct yet approachable. They get straight to the point by providing the exact information a customer needs, but they do it in a way that feels helpful rather than transactional. By integrating Breeze agents into your loop marketing framework, you are essentially building a business that never sleeps, never forgets a follow-up, and never lets a lead fall through the cracks. It is a system designed for resilience and consistent growth. How to start spinning your flywheel. If you are currently stuck in a linear funnel, moving to an AI-powered flywheel can feel daunting, but you don't have to do it all at once. The beauty of the Breeze system is its modularity. Start with the friction. Identify where your flywheel is currently stalling. Is it in content production? Is it in sales outreach? Is it in support response times? Deploy one agent. If your team is buried in support tickets, start with the customer agent. If your sales team is struggling to find quality leads, start with the prospecting agent. Clean your fuel. Use the data agent to ensure your CRM is healthy. AI is only as good as the data it feeds on. Adopt the loop mentality. Ensure every action taken by an AI agent is designed to feed the next phase of the customer journey. The goal is not to automate your marketing so you can stop thinking about it. The goal is to automate the mechanics so you can spend more time on the meaning. Putting the loop into motion. We have covered a lot of ground, from the foundational philosophy of loop marketing to the cutting-edge capabilities of HubSpot's Breeze agents. The core takeaway is simple. The future of marketing isn't about working harder, it's about building a smarter system. When you integrate autonomous agents into a loop-based strategy, you create a self-sustaining engine for growth. You move from a state of constant pushing to a state of momentum. You move from guessing what your customers want to predicting what they need. At Aspiration Marketing, we have committed resources to perfecting the loop marketing methodology. We understand that technology is only as effective as the strategy behind it. That is why we don't just help you set up AI, we help you integrate these powerful Breeze agents into a holistic system that aligns with your specific business goals. We specialize in helping businesses transition from the manual, linear processes of the past to the autonomous, loop-based growth of the future. Whether you are looking to scale your content production, revitalize your sales pipeline, or radically reduce your support ticket volume, we have the expertise to guide you. The AI-powered flywheel is available today. The question is, are you ready to stop running on the treadmill and start building your engine?